dollar. So it's the only chart that I have decided to trade. So all the videos you'll probably see on Forex that I'm doing is simply just the pound dollar, strip it down, make it more straightforward, a little bit easier. What I want to look at first though is the dollar index as well, just to see what is going on. Now, I've identified this supply zone that the price was pushing towards on the daily. Let's just remove that supply. And potentially we've got demand. Let's just move this zone because the most recent zone closest to price is sort of a big old chunk just there. Probably the 4 hour it'll be a bit more apparent. So let's just quickly drop to the 4 hour and we'll have a little look and see where prices come up to. So we'll just have a quick look here with the horizontal just to see where price has come through. Now you can see price broke through these highs here, so let's remove that, change that to a thin line. Where has price come into? So price fell short of this demand zone, but did come up into this sort of, there's a gap in the market where it's obviously gapped down, and where is that on the 1 hour? Because I've got a feeling there's going to be something that's sort of stuck out. Well, you can sort of see here the market gap down, you had a rally base drop and then a rally base and then price just dropped. So price did sort of push up towards this supply. So it didn't push all the way, but again, it's made it there now. On the pound itself, after Brexit, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of action to the downside, which I think might have caught a lot of people off guard. Other people probably took advantage of it. But what I've been looking at this week, and I wouldn't say it's a good trade I'm in because I wanted to wait until the end of Monday before I looked at trades, but again, couldn't help myself. I was looking on the 4 hour, and what I saw was price pushing down towards this lovely, now we've got a cluster of them, but it was pushing down towards this drop base rally zone, which is nice and clean. As you can see, it's just, it moves straight away from this area, which again, it just, when you see these real quick drop base rally moves, it's showing the buying power at this level. So part of my rules, when I find these zones, I want to set my order 5 pips above the zone to account for the spread, but I also want to stop my pips, put my stop 10 pips below the zone, just again to account for spread and also just to give myself some breathing room, because as you can see, price did poke through the bottom of the zone, and it was very close, as you can see there, 10 pips below the zone. And I'll tell you my entry now. So I got in at, we'll just pop this on the chart so you can see, I got in at 1.28926. 128,926. Now my stop is at 2868. And I'm looking for a take profit of 1.3400. So what we've got there, call it just shy of 25 pips stop loss and 147 pips. Now the reason for this is 2 reasons, so I'll just get rid of that. First and foremost, on the 4 hour, what we potentially would have had is some stops at these sort of equal highs that have been run today. So if there's any stops above this level, price is obviously taking people out, might have confused them to say, make them think that price is going to go down. But more importantly, after this break of this bearish setup, all of these candles are red, which indicates it's just very strong momentum, but also means potentially I say potentially, and I sort of hesitate because of the size of the candles. As you can see, it's been very choppy, very choppy. It's not nice. It's not a nice drop like this, but it's, you know, it's staggered. So down on the 1 hour, you can see obviously again the sort of equal highs there, stops that would have been potentially run as well around this level. So again, in one of my other videos, sort of showing where these people shorting, getting taken out. But we've got this rally base drop supply zone. Now my target was 1.30 400, which is 10 pips below where this potential supply is. Now the reason for that is I don't want to try and get every last pip up into the demand zone perfectly, because I want to get out before that. I want to be selling my position to people who are going to buy it. So given these candles, that's the most, you know, don't want to take the piss, but that's as far as I'm going to push my luck. Then I can wait and see how price reacts around the supply zone, and then if it breaks, then again we've got, which is again more apparent on the 4 hour, a very, very, look at that, a lot stronger move and a nice rally base drop supply zone at the top here. So it will be looking for this price action to take me out, see what happens here. If we break, then I can look for an entry on the 1 hour, but potentially, you know, 147 pips, I'll take that for a week. Happy days. Again, I did come very close to getting stopped out. Thankfully, I didn't, and I'm not moving my stop, so I'm either going to get taken out. I want to wait for price to move higher. I keep falling foul to that old thing of moving your stop too early or just moving it at all, and then if you just left it, guess what? You would have been fine, but the fear of losing it, say for the sake of 25 pips, I'll take 25 pips, I'll take the hit, it's worth the risk reward. So there we go, pound dollar trade for this week. See how it plays out. Maybe come back Sunday, maybe Monday, and we'll have a little look how it's played out and what's presenting itself. Happy days.